with the amazing Spider-Man 2 reviews that are coming in as of right now, game sitting at a 91, I thought it would be an excellent opportunity just to go over my 5 favorite games that Spider-Man has made an appearance in. First and foremost, I own these games or have owned these games at one period of time. I've either played all of these games and beat all these games or just played them just for funsies. So I want to give y'all my top 5 Spider-Man games in this list. Oh, quick disclaimer, real quick. This is my list. If you have 5 other games that Spider-Man has been in or has appeared in, or you can play as a man, go ahead and leave them down in the comments section. Oh, hey, coming in at number 5 for me, Separation Anxiety or Maximum Carnage, whichever you choose. Those games are pretty much basically the same. They're both made by LJN. And there's a certain angry video game nerd who will tell you that LJN's games were always bad. Well, he ain't wrong. However, in this case, I remember as a kid having a ton of fun with Separation Anxiety. Me and my brother used to play this game a hell of a whole lot back in the day, man. And the thing is, when you're a child, you don't really know how good or how bad games are. So we just had fun and we didn't really know what was going on. But I'll assure you, the other 4 games on this list are absolutely incredible and phenomenal. If you haven't played this game, go ahead and give it a spare. Go ahead and emulate it. Just go ahead and emulate it. Save yourself the time of tracking down the analog Super NT or Super Nintendo and tracking down this game. I think it kind of goes for it kind of goes for more than what it's worth. Even though the Maximum Carnage cartridge does look good, it's all red cartridge. Who could hate that, right? I would say go ahead and emulate it. Find a friend, brother, sister, buddy, whoever. Go ahead and get that game to spin and see how far you can get. That game was notoriously difficult. That game was extremely hard back when I was a kid. Hell, I think it's even difficult now. Like, it has a lot of cheapish ways about itself. But I think that people would enjoy it if they played it now, just for fun. Not even just to beat, just to, play around in it. Number 4, hey, I do own this game. I do own this game on the arcade 1-up cabinet. Marvel Superheroes. And I actually own this game on PS3 as well. This was the first game that I beat in the arcade. I beat this game with Iron Man, but I also ran back for Thanos at the end with Spider-Man. Sadly, I have no footage here. However, just know that everything that kind of led up to the number 1 game on this list, I think it kind of spawned from this game. Or maybe it spawned from X-Men Children of the Atom, but everything that we see in Marvel Superheroes with Spider-Man kind of translates to all of the other games that Spider-Man was in. I absolutely love Spider-Man's moveset. I think he is absolutely a phenomenal character. He's the most pick up and play character that you can pick. It's like a super casual mode for someone who's never played a fighting game of that style before. Number 3, of course I had to throw this game in here. Spider-Man 2018. Insomniac, man. Insomniac was back at it for the very first time. Like, they really started to kill Ish and put their foot up the competitions behind with this game. Like, it was one of those things to where, all right, we have a beloved superhero. We have a beloved franchise with Spider-Man, with all the history of like Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, Ultimate Spider-Man, etc., etc. But all of that history is, how can you make something that Activision did even better? Well, here's how you do it. The traversal in this game is absolutely outstanding. If you have not played this game, you can actually get it with the Miles Morales pack. I think you can still get it with like the launch edition if it's still available, because that's how I ended up getting mine. And I also used to have the Spider-Man PS4 deluxe pack. It came with a console, came with the game, came with a physical version of the game. And you ended up fighting Mr. Negative in it. I think you ended up fighting a lot of different Marvel characters in it as well. Dr. Octopus, Scorpion, so on and so forth. That game was absolutely fun. I didn't finish it just yet, but that was only because I was playing other stuff at the time. But that game is absolutely fun. And if you are gonna play a game, the next game on my list, I would actually say start with that if you are a little bit pressed for time. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man technically does make an appearance in this game. He actually hands over the responsibility of the Spider-Man responsibilities to Miles. He says he goes away on a trip for a little bit, and before he leaves, it was a cool little moment the way he kind of gives Miles, a spider suit. And I always thought that was like super cool in the game. If you haven't played Spider-Man 2018, this game will give you a recap. This game will give you a recap and saying like, hey, this is everything that happened in the other game. So if you don't have time to necessarily play and complete that game and you want to play and complete Spider-Man Miles Morales before Spider-Man 2 comes out, that game is much shorter. It's like about 10 hours. Nice, cool experience. And if you want to play as a different Spider-Man, you know, Miles Morales, he is that guy. He is definitely that guy. Hey, before I continue on, I do want to give an honorable mention to Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I started to put this game at #1. But I couldn't do that because there's one other game that I want to put at my #1 spot that hey, if you know me, it has to be there. But Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, full disclosure, I'm only like an hour into this game, but this game kind of covers 4 different versions of Spider-Man that you can use. And the attention and detail that Activision gave this game, or B-Nice gave this game by way of Activision, was when he was in the Venom suit, he was shook. Spider-Man was super shook. He was like, oh my God, I don't want to be in here. And Madam Web was telling him to calm down, that she had everything under control. That to me is like a cool touch. I grew up with the 90s cartoon, and by me growing up with that 90s cartoon, I knew, first and foremost, I knew how chaotic that symbiote was for Peter. How it would slowly but surely take over him, how his mood would change. And a lot of that apparently is covered in Spider-Man 2. I mean, no spoilers, but they had it in those trailers. They had it in a lot of the gameplay trailers, and I kind of feel like Insomniac showed too much, but that's a conversation for another time. My last game on this list, man, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Need I say more? If you can get your hands on the Dreamcast version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you are doing yourself a favor. Emulate it if you can, but I would say outright pay for this. If you have a Dreamcast and you don't have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and you're not playing the Spider-Man, I would respectfully ask you, what are you doing with your time? Everything controls the way that it should. It is the closest thing to a game being arcade perfect. Spider-Man, his movement, and the game's movement in general is just extremely fluid. It's really fluid. And it's something that I would definitely recommend 10 times out of 10 to any Dreamcast owner. I may have missed games like Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man. I missed those with Andrew Garfield. I missed those games. I know for a fact I missed the Ultimate Spider-Man. I missed the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans as well. So if you guys have played any of those games that I've missed, please be sure to let me know down in the comment section, man. And let me know what system I should get it for. Because I actually have a PS3, PS2, PS1. I have a Dreamcast, and I have a Nintendo Wii and a Nintendo GameCube as well. So just let me know if I missed some games, missed some of your favorite Spider-Man games, what platform it's available for, and I'll be sure to pick it up and play through it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name Hustle. The new channel, Hindsight with Hustle, man. I am looking forward to making some great memories with you guys. If you are into nostalgic content, please feel free to stop on by anytime I drop a new video. My name is Hustle. This is Hindsight with Hustle. I'm gone. I'll see y'all next week.